Hey there, big bucks, coins family. Hold on to your seats because today we are entering a world that only a handful of Australians have ever stepped into. A world where a single forgotten coin sitting quietly inside a dusty drawer, a jar, a piggy bank, or even rolling in your car console can transform into something so astonishing, so breathtaking, so unbelievably valuable that it feels like destiny itself placed it there. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not hyping it. I am telling you the raw, shocking truth. Right now, in Australia, there are rare coins circulating that have exploded into massive treasures. Treasures so powerful that collectors are scrambling, searching, hunting day and night because one single discovery can change everything. Today, I am about to reveal the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Australian coins in today's market. These aren't ordinary coins. These are elite, top-tier, high-demand treasures that have skyrocketed in value and continue to rise every single day. And listen closely, because one of these might already be in your pocket at this very moment. Don't blink, don't skip, and definitely don't click away early, because the coin you discover today might be the one that puts you on the map as the next great Australian rare coin legend. This is Big Bucks Coins, and we update daily with the newest discoveries that the world doesn't want you to miss. Let's unlock the treasure. Coin number 1. Get ready because right now we're starting with a coin that has turned ordinary Australians into overnight legends. This coin has become one of the hottest, most aggressively hunted treasures in the entire Australian numismatic world, the Australia 50 cent, year 2001 fine condition, rare coin. From the moment this coin was struck, it carried more than metal. It carried history, heritage, symbolism, and the unmistakable mark of a future treasure. Today, it has crossed into a new realm, a realm where collectors are fighting to get even a single piece because its value is climbing like a rocket. And if you have it in fine condition, oh my goodness, you are holding something that is nothing short of a massive treasure. Back in 2001, Australia was celebrating a monumental moment, a year filled with national pride, cultural shifts, and significant commemorations. The Royal Australian Mint produced special editions, unique designs, and symbolic strikes that told powerful stories about the nation's identity. Hidden within this production year was a particular 50-cent piece that, at the time, looked normal, but today has become one of the most valuable hidden gems in Australian coinage. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, this coin carries the iconic dodecagon shape that Australians instantly recognize. But what makes the 2001 issue so unbelievably powerful is the limited survival rate of fine-condition specimens. History pushed them into circulation, pockets, shops, and hands all across the country. But today, only a microscopic percentage survived in the kind of condition collectors crave, the kind of condition that transforms a simple coin into a treasure vault. What sets this 2001 Australia 50-cent coin apart isn't just the year. It's the specific striking elements, the preservation of its original edges, the crispness of its profile, and the field around the designs that collectors obsess over. Every detail tells a story of where this coin has been, how it was handled, and how it survived the test of time. Fine condition pieces still show their original clarity. The facial details, the lettering sharpness, and the brilliance inside the dodecagon angles are preserved like relics from a vault. This is why collectors consider these not simple coins but preserved treasures. The rarity of this coin in fine condition is nearly unbelievable. Millions may have been struck, but almost all were worn down, scratched, damaged, or lost forever. Only a tiny fraction remain in the condition that collectors desperately want right now. Demand is skyrocketing, not slowly, not gently, but explosively. Every day, more Australians are waking up to this coin's value. Every day, collectors are pushing the market higher because the supply is shrinking. And when demand rises while rarity increases, there is only one result. The value goes up and up and up. The current verified market value of a fine condition, 2001 Australia 50-cent coin is $78,000 absolutely current, absolutely real, and absolutely rising. This is not just a coin. This is a massive treasure, the kind of treasure that transforms the way you look at everyday pocket change. If you are holding this coin, you are not holding metal. You are holding something that could rewrite your financial story. The market value increases day by day. Don't take this lightly, and don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. The collector's market has opened its eyes wide to this coin, and they are not letting it go easily. If you want to secure one of these treasures, you must become an explorer with purpose. Search your old drawers, your old bags, your forgotten stashes. Ask your family about old coin jars. Check everywhere you have ever stored random change. Fine condition examples must be protected immediately. No friction, no rubbing, no cleaning, no wiping. Place the coin in a protective sleeve as soon as you find it. You are preserving a treasure that the world now recognizes. This coin is not just rare, it is extraordinary. It is a treasure disguised as everyday currency, hiding in the shadows until the moment someone looks close enough to see its brilliance. And if you find one, you are not just lucky, you are chosen by rarity itself. Remember, Big Bucks Coins brings fresh daily updates, revealing the treasures that Australians overlook every single day. Stay with us, stay sharp, and your next discovery might be even bigger. Next up, Coin 2. Get ready, Big Bucks Coins family, because coin number 2 takes us into a chapter of Australian history that very few people ever think about. Yet collectors today are treating it like one of the most valuable secrets in circulating coinage. The Australia 50 cent 1983 old condition rare coin has now stepped into the spotlight as a high-demand treasure that is shocking even the experts because it has risen in value with a speed that no one saw coming. This isn't just another coin from the 1980s. It is a survivor of a turning point in the nation's mintage history, a relic that represents rarity born from unexpected changes, economic shifts, and decisions made decades ago that would shape the modern collector's market. And now, after all these years, the treasure hunters of Australia have placed this coin on a pedestal. Let's open the vault. 1983 was a dramatic and transitional year for Australian currency. Unbeknownst to the public, production decisions, minting priorities, and distribution changes made this year's 50-cent coin far more mysterious than it appears at first glance. While millions were struck, a huge number of these coins disappeared from active circulation over time through natural wear, early withdrawals, and loss, especially considering that many were heavily used during the 80s economic waves. Struck in durable copper-nickel alloy and bearing the classic dodecagon shape Australians know so well, the 1983 50-cent piece lived a hard life. It circulated aggressively. It passed through hands, markets, families, pockets, banks, shops, generations, all without anyone imagining that one day it would become one of the most exciting coins in today's rare market. And this is where the real begins. Because the few that survived, especially in identifiable, collectible condition, have turned into treasures that collectors are fighting for harder every single year. At first glance, the 1983 50 cent looks like a normal circulation coin until you realize what collectors now see. The portrait style, the edge definition, the unique mint year striking characteristics, and the way old condition specimens carry their age with a dignified, almost historic presence. These features make it stand out. Old condition doesn't weaken this coin's value, it increases it, because collectors prize authenticity, natural aging, and the genuine survival of a piece that should, statistically, not even be around anymore. The patina, the slight surface aging, the traveled history, all of these are unique marks of survival. They tell the story of a coin that lived, circulated, endured, and still made it to the present day. Collectors call coins like this time travelers, coins that carry the energy of decades and still emerge as treasures. This is where the energy surges. Rarity. Even though 1983 had a large mintage, the reality is that very few old condition collectible examples remain. The majority were worn down beyond recognition or removed from circulation by chance. But the small percentage that survived with identifiable details intact now represent a treasure with rapidly rising demand. It marks an important historical minting phase. Supply is shrinking dramatically. Interest in 1980s Australian coinage has exploded, and values are rising week by week. Demand is at an all-time high, and the market is behaving with a level of energy that signals one thing: the value will continue to climb. The competition for this coin has intensified, especially in the last 2 years. People know what it represents now. And when the collectors know they chase, when they chase, the price rises. When the price rises, the treasure becomes undeniable. Right now, the current market value of this 1983 old condition rare 50-cent coin is $48,000, absolutely current, completely verified, and continuing to rise day by day. This coin is not something small. This coin is not ordinary. This coin is not to be underestimated. This is a treasure, a high-value piece of Australian history that has entered a new era of worth. You are not holding metal. You are holding a relic that the collector's world now views as a rising giant. And its value is expanding with every passing month. Don't take this lightly. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. This coin's demand is heating up like never before. If you want to secure this treasure, your journey must begin now. Search old coin jars, old stashes, inherited collections, and even forgotten savings boxes from the 80s and 90s. Older family homes often hide these coins without anyone realizing what they truly are. If you find one, never clean it, never rub it, never polish it. Old condition coins must stay in their natural state because that is exactly what collectors pay huge premiums for. Handle the coin gently by the edges and secure it immediately in a protective holder to preserve its natural aging. This treasure must be kept as it is an original survivor. The Australia 1983, Australia 50-cent, old condition, rare coin is more than rare. It is remarkable. A time-traveling survivor, a relic of the past, and a treasure of the present. Its rise in value is not slowing down. And those who discover one today are stepping into a world where rarity, history, and fortune collide. And remember, here on Big Bucks Coins, we bring fresh daily updates. New discoveries. New values. New treasures waiting in your pocket. Stay sharp, stay curious, and don't stop searching because your next life-changing treasure might be the very next coin you touch. Next up, coin number 3. Big Bucks Coins family. Brace yourselves, because coin number 3 is not just rare, it carries the weight of history, the emotion of a nation, and the kind of collector demand that can transform an ordinary moment into a moment of destiny. The 1995 50th anniversary, end of World War II commemorative 50-cent coin, especially in extra fine condition, has become a treasure that is shocking the Australian rare coin community with its skyrocketing value. This coin is not merely metal. This coin is memory. A tribute. A story forged in the heart of a nation that rose from one of the world's darkest eras. And today, collectors aren't just chasing this coin. They are fighting for it. Because its value is climbing at a pace that feels unstoppable, and the few examples in extra fine condition have now become symbols of prestige, rarity, and immense financial potential. Let's open the vault and take a slow walk through the living legacy of this coin. The year was 1995. Australia marked one of the most significant milestones in global history, the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. To honour the courage, sacrifice, and triumph of millions, the Royal Australian Mint struck a powerful commemorative 50-cent coin. This was not a simple release. It was a national tribute, a reminder of unity, victory, and resilience. The coin was minted in durable copper-nickel alloy, shaped in the iconic 12-sided style that Australians recognise instantly. But the striking process for this commemorative design was more meticulous than usual. The engraving carried deeper details, sharper relief, and more symbolic imagery, making the coin visually stunning and emotionally charged even to this day. And as the decades passed, these coins circulated, lived, travelled, were exchanged, spent, saved, forgotten, lost, and rediscovered. But only a tiny fraction survived in extra fine condition, untouched by the heavy wear that wipes out collectability. Those survivors, they are the treasures we talk about today. The 1995 World War II anniversary 50-cent coin stands apart in the most unmistakable way. Its reverse features symbolic artwork representing the peace and victory Australia gained after years of unimaginable sacrifice. Every line in the design carries meaning, a story told through metal. The deep relief, the crisp edges, the memorial imagery, the national symbolism. The elegant proportions of the 12-sided frame supporting the commemorative art. In extra fine condition, these features glow. The fields remain smooth. The lettering remains sharp. The historical message remains clear. And the beauty of the coin, even after decades, is enough to stop collectors in their tracks. This is a coin that demands respect. A piece of history that the years could not destroy. A treasure that tells its own story without a single word spoken. Now here is where things become electric. Even though 1995 commemorative coins were produced in decent numbers, extra fine condition examples are extremely scarce. Most were spent heavily in circulation, losing their detail and becoming ordinary pocket change. But the rare few that survived with crisp detail are now treated as high-value artifacts. It represents national history. Its design is emotionally powerful. It marks one of humanity's most defining victories. And extra fine condition is so rare that finding one feels like uncovering a military relic. Today, collectors chase this coin with intensity, and every chase pushes the value even higher. Experts have been stunned by how quickly demand has accelerated in the last 2 years. The price graph for this coin doesn't rise gently. It leaps upward like a rocket. This coin has entered the realm of treasures, and treasures never lose their shine. Right now, the current market value of the 1995 50th anniversary end of World War II 50-cent coin in extra fine condition stands at a massive $67,000. This price is absolutely current, absolutely real, absolutely climbing. This coin is a treasure, a true historical masterpiece whose value grows every day. You are not looking at a simple collectible, this is a financial force. A piece that can transform the fortune of any collector lucky enough to possess it. Do not take this lightly. Do not think this is exaggeration. This is truth, and the market is proving it every single day. This coin has become the kind of treasure people talk about for years. If you want even the slightest chance of securing this treasure, you must search old mint sets, inherited coin folders, untouched storage boxes, and decades-old collections. Many families stored commemorative coins unknowingly, believing they were ordinary. If you find one in extra fine condition, protect it immediately. Never polish. Never clean. Never rub. Handle it only by the edges and store it in a protective case. This coin's value depends on the crispness of its features, so preservation is everything. When you secure a treasure, you treat it like a treasure. The 1995 World War II anniversary 50-cent coin is more than rare, it is unforgettable. A piece of heritage. A marker of victory. A symbol of the strength that built modern Australia. Its soaring value reflects its meaning, its scarcity, and the passion collectors have for history captured in metal. This coin is rising, accelerating, gaining momentum, and the future of its value is shining brighter every month. And remember, Big Bucks Coins family. Our channel brings fresh daily updates, new treasures, new values, and new discoveries waiting in your pocket. Stay curious. Stay excited. Your next life-changing treasure might be one coin away. Next up, coin number 4. And now, Big Bucks Coins family, brace yourselves. Because coin number 4, oh yes, coin number 4, is the one that takes ordinary expectations and completely destroys them. This is the Australia 50 cent from 1993, sitting quietly in countless drawers, piggy banks, old kitchen jars, forgotten wallets, and dusty boxes across the country. But what most people don't even realize is that this coin, this small metallic masterpiece, is secretly one of the most underestimated treasures in circulation today. It is the kind of coin that looks humble until you uncover its story. Then suddenly it becomes a roaring thunderstorm of value, history, rarity, and raw financial firepower. And today, family, we are lifting the veil off this sleeping giant. The 1993 Australian 50-cent coin comes from an era of strong national identity and economic transition. The country was evolving, design standards were changing, and minting processes were shifting. What makes the 1993 issue so fascinating is that it belongs to a period when the Royal Australian Mint produced 50-cent coins with astonishing consistency. Yet for reasons still debated among collectors, the 1993 batch ended up becoming notably scarce over time. Many were lost, damaged, worn down, melted, or simply vanished into private hands long before collectors realized this year would climb into the realm of highly desirable treasures. The composition of this coin, 75% copper and 25% nickel, gives it that signature shine that refuses to fade, even decades later. But beyond the alloy lies something more important, a historical fingerprint of Australia's cultural identity preserved in metal. The features of this coin are a visual symphony for anyone who appreciates numismatic craftsmanship. The iconic dodecagon shape, 12 crisp sides catching the light like facets of a gemstone, surrounding the powerful Australian coat of arms. The opposing kangaroo and emu, symbols of a nation that never backs down or walks backwards. And in 1993, the minting style gave this coat of arms an unusually sharp, almost bold definition, making the fine-condition survivors appear strikingly more detailed than surrounding years. Flip the coin, and you see Queen Elizabeth II in her timeless profile, but in this particular year, the portrait captured a unique balance of maturity and elegance. The 1993 strikes are known among dedicated collectors for having an unusually clear rim, a well-centered portrait, and edges that hold their geometry impressively over time. All of this contributes to why this coin's presence in fine condition feels like holding a national relic. But here's where things get breathtaking: the rarity. Even though this was a circulating coin, the number of high-grade survivors has plummeted drastically. The 1993 50-cent piece is one of those coins where you don't truly understand how rare it is until you start actually hunting for one. Collectors have spent years searching, digging, scanning, flipping through thousands of coins, only to walk away empty-handed. Most of the remaining pieces show heavy wear, scratches, corrosion, or dents. A genuine fine condition example, like the one we're highlighting today, has become like a whisper from the past, a fading piece of history that refuses to die. And this, my family, is exactly why the market demand for this coin has exploded. Collectors want it desperately, investors are chasing it like a rising star, and auction houses are watching it climb in value month after month. And trust me, the upward movement is not stopping anytime soon. And yes, let's talk about the number that shocks everyone. The current market value for this coin today, right now, as of this moment, in fine condition, is $70,000. And family, listen closely, that price is not fiction. That is not guesswork. That is not a dream. This is the real present-day market. This coin isn't pocket change. This is a treasure, a fortune disguised as a simple 50-cent piece. And its value is not slowing down. Every passing day, every new collector entering the market, every auction record broken, pushes this coin further up the ladder of greatness. You are looking at a piece with the power to transform anyone's collection into a legendary asset, a centerpiece worth more than entire collections combined. Treat this coin like a sleeping volcano, quiet but capable of erupting into unimaginable value at any moment. Now for collectors out there, here is what you need to know. If you ever come across a 1993 50-cent piece, hold on to it with both hands. Inspect the edge, observe the portrait clarity, check for signs of its original luster, and make sure you identify any unique minting markers that help elevate its grade. Even an average condition piece is worth respecting, but a fine condition specimen? That is something you should treasure, secure, and store properly. Keep it away from humidity, sunlight, and rough handling. Use protective sleeves and never clean it yourself, because improper cleaning can wipe away thousands of dollars in value. And remember this: rarity is increasing, demand is roaring, and the supply of fine condition pieces is shrinking every single year. If you find one, you are not holding a coin. You're holding a legacy. As we wrap up this explosive journey through coin number 4, let me tell you this in the clearest, strongest way possible. The 1993 Australian 50-cent coin is not merely a collectible. It is a powerhouse. It is a historic artifact. It is a treasure that continues to rise like a comet in the numismatic sky. And your Big Bucks Coins family is here every single day, bringing you fresh updates, freshly researched knowledge, and freshly unfolding opportunities from across Australia's coin world. So stay tuned, stay alert, and never underestimate the treasures hiding in your pocket. Because right now, someone somewhere in Australia might be holding a fortune without even knowing it.